Welcome everyone! What you're watching now is a collection of videos that are the products of the Chaos Theater's talent in the months of January and December. There are 3 categories in which these videos have been split up. They are as follows and in this order. Vocal countdowns, which is self-explanatory. Other videos, which includes Let's Plays and the creative videos that are vocalized. And finally, text videos, the links are provided to text countdowns and musical arrangements. Up first are the vocal countdowns, and I hope you all enjoy what we have to offer, and yes, after this episode I will stop explaining things like this. Let's roll. First up, we have a milestone. What we have here is the very first Chaos Theater Collaborative Countdown. It had a development cycle about 6 months, but hey, it came out great. Here's a clip.
Restart getting its retroactive popularity in recent years feels like the last of its kind. It's a game whose history dates way back to the earliest drafts of Sonic 1, originally designed as a platformer game called Feel. It would feature a rabbit whose ears could extend a great amount and be used as a grabbing mechanic, which the game would revolve around. Even though that idea was scrapped in favor of a blue hedgehog, it managed to stay afloat until 1995, when it would be reinterpreted in the form of the Sega Genesis game Ristar. The adorable star-shaped lead Ristar was designed by Yuji Uekawa, who would later be famous for redesigning Sonic's character starring 1998's Sonic Adventure. Aside from that, Uekawa has also created lush, whimsical and psychedelic landscapes that brings the aesthetics of video games to its idealistic peak. You've got your staple forest level, water level, ice and fire level, the standard environments picked up the contemporary classics of the time. But in what other video game have you seen the endearing likes of the music-themed Planet Sonata? Ristar is the kind of game whose expansive universe can caress your heart, if you're prone to that kind of sensitivity in video games. A 3DS sequel could be possible if the fans keep pestering Sega. And why not? This is what games should be like at its core. Colorful, easily digestible, and joyous to be part of and to sink in, unlike all the, unintelligible brownies of today.
Talk about relevant. Kirby Mass Attack is a very recent game. Virtual Boy was such a huge fan that he gave it its own countdown already. Let's take a look.
We all know the Wispy Woods battle. You suck up apples and spit them out at a tree. Well, almost like everything in Mass Attack. It's completely different this time around. This giant tree can extend its trunk, make spikes, drop spiky balls, and even grow mushrooms that protect it. The way this fight plays out just feels hectic, something you'll be seeing a lot of on this list.
2 DS game countdowns in a row? Yeah, it's a conspiracy. But instead of Kirby, it's on to Zelda. And trains. Here's the top 10 Spirit Tracks bosses.
One of the things Spirit Tracks did better than Phantom Hourglass was using all of the Nintendo DS's hardware. The best example was the microphone. Playing the Spirit Flute, talking to certain NPCs, and this thing, the Whirlwind. Of course, one of the battles used this thing perfectly. Stagnox. Stagnox is a giant beetle with 2 phases. In the first phase, you run around in circles, and when it tries to charge you, you run around and use the Whirlwind to blow out its poison funnel. You then wail on it. It'll eventually get up and fly instead. It'll give birth to a few bomb slugs that you blow at it to knock it out of the sky. You then brutalize it. Sadly, it's really easy, but the variety, use of the Whirlwind, and imposingness for a first boss make it very memorable.
2 Trees Apprentice countdowns in a row? Yeah, that's a really big conspiracy. This countdown is related to Mario Kart Double Dash, one of only 2 kart racing games I've ever enjoyed. But this isn't my opinion. It's the opinion of Itinobo 2. Take a peek.
I never realized how awesome this item is until I decided to make this list. Basically, you're surrounded by hearts that you use to steal people's items and pick up dropped items, like banana peels. That's right, Peach is a pickpocket. This is exceedingly helpful, as you can even steal special items. With the ability to steal and use anyone's item, this is useful just about anywhere. Yet there are still 2 more items on the list. And that's because, even though it's really useful, playing defensive on Mario Kart isn't really that fun, leaving it at this spot.
Alright, time to move on to the other videos. First up, we actually have a numbered video that is not a countdown. It's Media Master's 25 interesting Easter eggs in video games, and it's one of the most inspiring videos I've seen in a while. Just watching it, I came up with 2 or 3 ideas for similar videos. Will they ever come to fruition? Probably not, but we still have this awesome video.
You know Clover Studios? The company that made Okami? Did you know that before Okami, they also produced the cult favorite series Beautiful Joe? And just like Okami, Beautiful Joe didn't do well on sales either. But that didn't stop Clover from referencing the series in Okami. For instance, Master Onigiri Sensei from the training dojo makes an almost identical transformation to Beautiful Joe's transformation. That is definitely not a coincidence. Another less subtle reference can be found in Seian City later in the game, where you meet a girl who asks you to print her drawing into a kimono. After doing this once, she'll present you another design that is... Okay, the reference is clearly obvious here. Now the reference couldn't get any more obvious.
Head to the go-go, baby!
Oh, come on! Eventually, Clover Studios broke and went to become Platinum Games, the company that made games like Mad World and Bayonetta. But their legacy goes on. One of the weapons you can obtain in Bayonetta is called Pillow Tuck. Sound familiar?
Last episode I showed you guys a clip from L5 Animation's Pokemon Crystal Let's Play. This month I have the clip to show you from episode 11. Let's watch.
And oh great, I got a fly slave out here. Whatever. Make me faint if you will. I shall send out my, Rabbit, yeah. Rabbit, yeah. Rabbit's, another fire type is gonna take down a fire type. Yes! Alright, headbutt that thing, Rabbit. Bam! Alright. Vulpix went down pretty quick, and... Do we get to level up? Oh, I wanted you to level up. Oh well. There goes that first trainer for this thing. Stuff with it. Oh, come on. Why do you gotta call me, Mom? I don't want you calling me. Stop calling me, Mom. I don't like you. Why do you spend my money? It's my money, and I need it now. I should not have said that. And yet another trainer. Alright, here. Show my girlfriend I'm hot stuff. I don't want to know what you and your girlfriend want to be doing right now, buddy. Keep you and your girlfriend out of our conversation, and put on some decent shorts, for God's sake. Oh, a Sandshrew. Hey, look at this. Sandshrew versus Sandslash. Who's gonna win? I wonder. I bet it's gonna be purple. How about you? Definitely. Most definitely purple with, Cut. One of, like, the weakest normal attacks ever is gonna take down a Sandshrew. That should not be happening, people. That should not be happening. Oh, well, but it's gonna happen anyway as Sandshrew goes down. Who frickin' raw? Hooray, dude! Oh, I thought we were gonna level up. That seemed like the perfect opportunity to level up. Oh, Meryl time! Looks like we're gonna... I think we're gonna level up here, and this should be going down fast unless it has a water move. That could screw me over. I don't want to... Please don't let it have a water move. I don't want it to have a water move. That could really suck. Oh, it has a water move! Please don't faint. Oh, good. That barely did any damage! Hurrah! That saved my life. Alright. Faux Meryl fainted. Hooray. Do-do-do-do! Level up, alright.
Now here we have a new Chaos Theater Let's Player. His name is Nap1300, a name welcoming to a HAL prototype. He's well known as the Chaos Theater's a lover of all things Kirby, and he expresses his love with this Let's Play of the arguably cult classic, Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards.
And Wildy's not trying to run at all. What a violation of common sense. So now Kirby's trying to talk to Wildy and get him to wake up, and... Oh! He turned into a Waddle Doo? Alright, this is your first boss of the game, Waddle Doo or Dark Matter Waddle Dee or Dark Waddle Dee, whatever you want to call it. You can either take him out with one of the abilities that you have, or you can just grab that star that happens whenever he attacks you and charges into you. Or you can just be the cheap guy and just spam the bomb ability on him. So yeah, let's just keep doing that. And he's dead, and we get a crystal shard for it. Hey! Alright, and Dark Matter is out. We have a high five, and Wildy's awake. You wanna come with us? Come on, Wildy, let's go! That's right, Wildy, come on and help us. So yeah, Wildy joins you for the rest of your adventure in this game, and he provides you with means to many places. Alright, since we're at almost no health whatsoever, let's go for the maximum tomato right now. Or a star. That was unintentional. Sorry, whatever, let's go to the next level.
Turns out there's actually another new Chaos Theater Let's Player, except this one you're probably already familiar with. It's Itinobu2, who's currently doing a Let's Play of the classic Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It's the second best game on the DS, so I suggest you all watch this Let's Play. Check it out.
My name is Phoenix Wright. Your name is Nick. Nick is in your name, I guess. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy that they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the bus. Yes, our school had a saying. This is going to be great. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He's just terrible luck. Look at his eyes. He's not a bad guy. I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And that I owe him one, which is why I took this case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. This case is actually really fun, considering it's all in the court. Like, there's investigation modes in this game too. The court is where the real fun is at. I mean, the investigations are cool, but the courts are really fun. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Okay, how is he keeping a straight face? Prosecution's ready, Your Honor.
Let's players usually go for a complete victory to show off their skills. But L5 Animations decided to go a bit backwards and he created the three-part Let's Fail at NES game series. You're going to see a footage from the first episode, which covers the original Castlevania, but the other two are just as good, so I suggest you check out the playlist in the description.
Here we are, one of the hardest games I have ever played, Castle Frickin' Vania. And let me tell you, oh boy, is this game hard. It took me a month, I think, almost a year to beat this for the first time. If you can successfully jump over that gate, there's a little secret, some treasure you can get, but not all that important, just score. Let's be honest, who goes for score these days? Maybe back in the days when this was first released, that score is what it was all about, but for me, nah, it's just about beating it. And beating this game is no easy task, let me tell you. I've tried to do no death runs in this game, which let me tell you, that's just about impossible. The farthest I've ever gotten is just past the boss, death. And for veterans of this game, yeah, you know how hard that is. And how hard Death himself is, and... oh Jesus, what am I doing?
Okay, that's the end of the other videos. Time to wrap up this episode of Now Showing at the Chaos Theater. This month we have quite a few videos on here by Omega Speedbuster, including one I did with him. We also have 2 text countdowns from Rabbit Luigi, as well as 2 arrangements from him. Speaking of which, arrangements are marked by having a red background, and the text countdowns have a blue background. I would also like to say I'm sorry that this video took so long to make. I'll make sure other episodes don't take as long as this one to make. That's pretty much everything I have to say. Come back next month for episode 2 and subscribe to this channel as well as the channels featured in this video to receive more great content in your subscriber inbox. To finish this video off, I have for you all a preview of the Chaos Theater game made by its creator. I hope you enjoy it.
It is I, thy Lord Ark. You throw a Master Ball.